Hi everyone, it's Janis from the Indianola Public Library. I have another group of books to chat about that you may have missed over the past couple of months. This week, we're going on a road trip. These are all books about kids who hit the road and find adventure and friendship and who knows what else. My first book is called The Lonely Heart of Maybell Lane, and it's written by Kate O'Shaughnessy. Most people don't think fate has a sound, but it does. Everything has a sound if you listen carefully enough. 11-year-old Maybell Lane collects sounds. She records things like the Louisiana crickets chirping, her mama strumming her guitar, and the broken door on their trailer squeaking. But the best sound she has is a sound she didn't collect herself. It's an old recording of her daddy's laugh, saved on an old phone's voicemail. It's the only thing she has of his and the only thing she knows about him. That is, until the day she hears that laugh, his laugh, coming out of the car radio. So Maybell starts listening to her radio DJ daddy's new show, even though her mama doesn't want her to. And then he announces that he'll be the judge of a singing contest in Nashville, and she signs up. That's how Maybell begins a road trip from Louisiana to Tennessee. She's staying with a neighbor, Mrs. Boggs, while her mother is away, and Mrs. Boggs offers to drive her to Nashville in her RV. And then they find that a bully from the trailer park has stowed away in the RV. These are not the people that May would have chosen to help her, but it turns out they're searching for things too. So the threesome, along with a dog named Pickles they rescue along the way, have a pretty enjoyable adventure, even though things don't always go the way May planned. So this is a great road trip story about a regular girl kind of doing regular things and learning how to be brave, and about a family, especially the kind of family that you choose for yourself. Give this one a try. And from Louisiana and Tennessee to Los Angeles, we go for my next book, The Colossus of Rhodes, which is written by Christina Uss. The LA traffic is a hot mess, and it's up to 11-year-old Rick and his stomach to fix it. Rick Rusick's stomach has a lot to say. It's got opinions on tasty foods and not so tasty foods. And driving in traffic-jammed Los Angeles makes it roil, boil, gurgle, and howl. But it's doing the best it can. It never meant to earn its owner the nickname Carsick Rick or make him change schools for 5th grade. And Rick's stomach isn't the only one dealing with terrible traffic. His family's catering service, Smotch, is teetering on the verge of ruin after a rash of late deliveries and missed appointments. Fortunately, Rick has the solution. Unfortunately, no one wants to listen to a kid. Now, Rick is absolutely certain that he could fix the constant, endless traffic snarls, so he hatches a plan. But he'll need help. So he enlists his unicorn-loving Girl Scout neighbor, a famous street artist, and the best driver in LA. Together, they'll take on the stream of stalled cars and a secret conspiracy or two, too. If Rick can successfully move the 330,000 slow-moving cars standing in the way of his family's future, maybe everyone will see that he's not Carsick Rick. He's actually one of the 7 wonders of Los Angeles. In fact, he's the Colossus of Rhodes. And this book is colossally cool. I think you should check it out. My next book is called Wrong Way Summer, and it's written by Heidi Lang. Stories don't always end the way we'd hope. That's the conclusion reached by 12-year-old Claire Jacobus. Claire is just trying to find out what really happened to her mom, who disappeared from her life when she was 4. Claire used to love her dad's fantastical stories, especially when he told stories about what happened to her absent mom, that her mom was maybe off with the circus, or had been stolen by the Troll King. They changed depending on the day. And her little brother Patrick still loves those stories. But now that she's 12, Claire thinks she's old enough to know the truth. And then their father suddenly sells their house and says they're going to seek their fortunes in a newly converted van with sleeping hammocks. Her dad insists that they're not homeless per se, but instead that it's time to hit the road and find their own grand adventure. Hashtag van life. Claire is faced with a choice. Will she play along with the stories her dad is spinning for her little brother, or will she force her family to face reality once and for all? This book is a terrific road trip story that's equal parts heartwarming and heartbreaking. I think you should give this one a try. And my next book is kind of a road trip story. It's called The Star Dunes, and it's book 4 in the Explorer Academy series, which is written by Trudy Truitt. It's about this boy named Cruz Coronado who was selected to attend the Explorer Academy after his scientist mother died. The Explorer Academy is a school that prepares the brightest young budding scientists to discover, to innovate, to protect. But then, once he got to the school, he discovered that his family has a mysterious past with the organization that could jeopardize his future. So his mom has left him a series of codes and puzzles to solve, and each book has a different one. In the 4th book in the series, Cruz and his fellow recruits find themselves in Africa, where there are lush jungles and sweeping savannas, home to elusive mountain gorillas and fierce big cats. And there are unforgiving endless deserts that may be hiding more than meets the eye. It's an adventurer's dream come true for the students aboard the Explorer Academy ship Orion. But things turn deadly for Cruz and his friends as they search for the 4th piece of Cruz's mom's cipher. They know it's not going to be easy, but in a global game of cat and mouse, one mistake may cost you the ultimate prize. This is a high-tech adventure series that I think you'll enjoy. And from high-tech to the Old West, we go to our last book, City of Gold, which is by Will Hobbs. Miners, cowboys, outlaws, and lawmen, and mules. Following the death of their father, the Hollowell family has just settled on their new farm in Colorado when 15-year-old Owen witnesses the theft of their mules, Hercules and Peaches. Now, Owen knows the family won't survive without livestock to plow the fields, and he learns that the mules will likely be sold to mines. So Owen sets out to track the rustler over the mountains. The outlaw's trail leads Owen on a dangerous mountain trek to Telluride, the self-proclaimed City of Gold. He gets help from a colorful assortment of townsfolk, some miners, a girl named Molly, and even his Wild West-loving little brother Till, who shows up unexpectedly on the train from Durango. Then Owen learns the truth about the mules and the man who took them. Now all he must do is convince the town's infamous marshal to help him catch the outlaw. The marshal has no interest in helping until he identifies the rustler as belonging to the Wild Bunch, the gang which is headed by 2 of the most famous outlaws ever to rob a train, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. The marshal leads Owen and Till on horseback into the canyon country and all the way to Robber's Roost, the hideout of the Wild Bunch. This is a fast-paced, suspenseful adventure that has plenty of humor, too. I think you should check it out. And that is what I have for you this week. Go on a road trip with one of these great adventure stories, or try something different. We have all kinds of new books on our shelves that we'd love to have you check out. Monday through Saturday, we open at noon, and then we close at our regular times. So come on in, check out some of these great books, and we look forward to seeing you. Bye.